G'day, how's it going? Today is the 16th of November and this month is Movember, as you can see by this dirty mo. This is my third year in a row doing Movember now, and this year me and a few of the boys from training are getting together to try raise money and awareness for the foundation. Now, the Movember Foundation is something that hits pretty close to home for me and something I feel quite strongly about. So today I'm filming this video to sort of talk about my story and some of the things that relate to me and the Movember Foundation. So if you're not aware, the Movember Foundation is all about raising funds and awareness for men's health, purely based on the fact that men are dying too young nowadays, and they believe that it's time to do something about it and not stay silent. Three of the biggest topics that they face and tackle are mental health, suicide, and cancer, which is what I'm here today to talk about. Suicide. Did you know that globally, on average, one man commits suicide every minute of every day? That is one heck of a scary statistic. You think about the point at which someone has to be to want to no longer be here anymore. And a lot of people close to me and that don't know me may not actually know this about me, and it's taking a lot to be honest right now, but I've been to that point. I've been to that point where you have nowhere else to go and you don't want to be here anymore. And I'm telling you, it is a horrible place to be, and is one of the reasons why I'm very passionate and am doing this video today to try and reach out to anybody that is in that position and to feel like they can reach out, there is hope and there is reasons to be here. That was a very dark place in my life, a place that I've never been back to, but I got to be honest, and I have been to that point. And as I said, that is why I'm here today, to try and explain to people that it's okay and you can get help. Mental health. This year has been a wild year. Corona, everything. It's been crazy, and it has taken a big mental toll on everyone, including myself. There's been two things that I've been through this year that have been a bit of a struggle. Obviously, the one that has affected all of us has been COVID, which has put a halt on everything. For me, I'm a swimmer. My biggest goal this year was to try and make the Olympic team and represent Australia at the Olympics. That's been my dream since I was a little kid, and COVID put a massive halt on that. No swimming or anything, which for me was a massive outlet for, if I had any mental demons going on, me in the pool, I could clear my head. But that being taken away from me made it very difficult. And it meant that any of those little mental demons I had hidden beneath the surface, they came through. The other big issue for me has sort of been the collapse of my family, which started early this year. And I'm going to keep the details of that, just to me. But that was really hard for me because I put a lot of that on my shoulders and put a lot of blame onto myself for bringing that on my family. And that, along with a lot of other things, came to the surface this year. And yeah, I guess a lot of people may not know this. You may not be able to see this from my social media and whatnot. Obviously, don't try and advertise it, but I wasn't in a good way earlier this year. I was quite depressed, very down on myself. Every time I looked in the mirror, I just saw a complete and utter failure. And it was very upsetting. I would look in the mirror and I would hate everything about me. And yeah, it was tough. And as you can see by my emotions here. And that's why I'm talking here today, because I know there is people out there that have it worse than me, 100%. And I'm telling you, it's okay, but you need to go out and get some help. Reach out to people, but also check up on your friends. I'm so grateful for my partner, Taylor. She's been a massive push in me making sure I go and seek help, along with the support of my family and friends. And a lot of people unknowingly have been so amazing, and if not for them, I don't know where I'd be. But through the help of psychologists and a lot of hard work, I've still got a ways to go, but I'm on the right way to getting back to where I want to be. Cancer. We all know the crazy statistics. It's a horrible, horrible thing. And two of the biggest killers in men is prostate cancer and testicular cancer, which are the two that the Movember Foundation try and raise funds and awareness for. My story with cancer, whilst it hasn't affected me and my body, This year's been pretty tough. My partner, Taylor, has mentioned her father, a great man, Sholto, he passed away this year, rest in peace. And that was a horrible, horrible thing, seeing someone go through that to the point where they're on their deathbed and you are watching someone just waiting to take their last breath. That is such a horrible thing to face. And I guess the reason I am bringing that up today is to make sure that you go and get checked. Too common in men, we write it off and think, nah, she be right, like, you know, we'll be fine. But you got to go get checked. And it's been known, like, you know, you go to the doctor, you're soft, blah, blah, blah. And I've fallen into that trap, you know. I'm one that can be like, oh, nah, she be right, like, I'll be fine. That's one thing I got to work on. Go get checked, okay? No matter how small you think it is, you never know. And the earlier you go, the better chance you have to survive it. Anyways, that's pretty much it from me. Just thought I'd put this out there because any bit of money is so grateful to this foundation. As I said, me and the boys, Andrew Vick, Brendan LeBarrow, Jared Herman, Ryan Maskellin, Josh Smith, we're all coming together to try and raise money for this great foundation that I really do truly believe in. And, you know, this year, it hits pretty close to home for me. So, doesn't matter how big or how small of a donation you can afford. Even if you can't afford a donation, share the link and share it around. That would mean the world. So if you've watched all of this, thank you for taking the time out of your day. And yeah, share it around and help support this filthy mo.